Welcome to Getting Lost Live. I'm Ralph, and I'm producing a documentary about Lost called Getting Lost with director Taylor Morden. And
Hello.
Joe, are we calling Joe a producer? I mean, I feel like Joe's...
She is a producer, so
perfect.
we call her whatever we want.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, you may or may not know that there is a movie that we're working on called Getting Lost. It's a documentary about the show we all love. And I figured we'd do a live stream today, give an update. It's been a couple weeks since we did a live stream, and I figured what better day to do it than on a Wednesday. Maybe later in the run of this, leading up to the movie, we'll switch over to Thursday nights. I don't know. We'll see. But I figured,
I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have done it at 8 o'clock, but I think that
it's 8 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, in the middle of the Atlantic, I think.
There's no island. 8 o'clock island.
But yeah, I wanted to give an update because it's been a while since launch day, the last time we did one of these live streams, and a lot has happened since then, and I can't even begin to express how excited I am about the outpouring of support from the Lost community.
Yeah,
it's been absolutely wonderful, and I'd like to give an update on that. I want to reconnect with everybody, and let them know they're appreciated, and to talk a little bit about what we have going on this week, which is we've been releasing art prints almost every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, on the Indiegogo. So
I got to go grab them. So at some point I'll get up and leave so I can show them that they are there in the other room.
That's fine. This is kind of a loose chat. We'll probably be on maybe like 45 minutes tops. I don't think it's going to be super formal, but I do think that there's a lot of people out there who are following us. A lot of people who have joined up since launch day who may have questions for us, and those questions you can throw up in the chat. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, you can do that. If you're watching us on X, Twitter, head over to YouTube or Facebook, and you could send in chats. Like, there's people from all over the world. France, Georgia,
New York.
Yeah, Emma, who's been a huge supporter of the show. Joe's actually in Boston right now.
I am in Boston house hunting. Yes, we're relocating from Wisconsin to Massachusetts. So this is my lovely dull hotel room, everybody. I didn't want to do a fake background.
Gareth in UK says it's a great time for England. Don't start any later because it's midnight. So
right. I do a podcast with somebody that lives in England, and we have to do those at 7:30 in the morning, California time.
Yeah. So it's inconvenient for everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Inconvenient for them and for you. Great.
And my co-host James, he works graveyard shifts. So I just wake up, we watch a Star Wars show, we talk about the Star Wars show, I eat breakfast, and he goes to work. Like, that's crazy. How that 7:30 in the morning window happens. But yeah, I'm so glad that even if you are in the UK, you're able to join us. So if you have any questions about what we're doing, and any questions about perks or anything going on with the Indiegogo, go ahead and drop those in the comments, and we'll address them as we see them come through. So Taylor, do we have any updates on the state of our Indiegogo campaign? The last time we talked about this live was on launch day, which I think was just under 2 weeks ago.
That sounds right. Yeah. We launched at 8:15. It's 8:30, so that was 15 days ago.
There you go. Yeah.
I can do math.
Yeah, I can't. I don't know how you can do math. You started today or yesterday?
Yesterday. I'm on day 2 shooting a narrative, a horror comedy called Vampire that we just started shooting that we're going to finish shooting before the Indiegogo is finished. That's how these low budget indie horror movies go. So wish me luck, but I might not be on one of these.
I'm planning on doing a live stream, I think every Wednesday at this time. And if you're not here, people know why.
Yeah.
You're a busy guy. So anyway, the update. Did you want to give a quick update? How many backers?
Yeah. So first of all, we crushed our initial goal in just over 24 hours. 42K, no problem. Lost fans were like, we get it. We're in. Done. And it caught us off guard almost because we thought maybe by now, by 2 weeks in or 3 weeks in, we'd hit that and we'd have to come up with what to do next. But no, that was day 2. We were scrambling to figure that out. We're still a little bit scrambling, but it's been amazing. Now we're coming up on double that. We just broke $70,000 on our Indiegogo a couple of days ago. We're at 71,736 right now. But what makes me the happiest is that we have 475 backers.
Wow.
And I can go into the report and see who, but it's from all over the world. And that makes me so happy because that's what the Lost fan base is.
And what's fun is as we approach, as we continue in the Indiegogo campaign and beyond, every Friday we've been doing the social media shout outs, which are cave. It looks like Jacob's cave.
So cool.
Not to toot my own horn, but I think it was my
idea. Oh yeah.
Because it's how are we going to make a list of people and make it look interesting? Duh. It's kind of a no-brainer. But
I was going to write everybody's name on a hand and do Cake Eater 422's boat, and it's you know how much time that would take? We got 400. That was when we had 100 people. I was like, maybe we can do this. But Cave Wall was Ralph's genius idea.
But what's fun, if you're wondering about the number that's assigned to you, because we're going to get to everybody eventually. It's going to take a little bit of time, but there is a lot of backers. But the number that correlates with your name is the number position that you donated at.
Yeah, it's your backer number assigned to Indiegogo. So we are saving the numbers. So we only do one every week. So I think last week we had somebody at 316 was the cool one. First week I think number 42 was in there. But somebody's still number 8, number 15, number 16, number 23, and they might not find that out until at some point down the road. I'm hoping. It's maybe wishful thinking, but we might get to 815 if somebody wants to be backer 815. Woo!
Yeah,
we're well over halfway there.
Ross Hastings says number 8. Go Hurley. I think Ross Hastings was number 8, right?
That's the one.
Yeah, I think so. That's day one. That's like 5 in the morning our time. Yeah, that
was before our last live stream.
That's before I woke up and realized that we were live.
We didn't realize it at the time. We didn't think, we should be telling people who's going to be backer 42 and all that because it happened so fast.
Yeah,
we didn't even realize.
Yeah, we got to 108 by the time we did our first live stream for our launch.
Right.
You guys came out in a big bad way. If you want to see me, I'm getting a little bit still on this live stream, but if you want to see me get emotional on many other podcasts, go to our YouTube channel. It's at Getting Lost Doc on YouTube. And I've been putting up every show that we've appeared on that has a YouTube stream. I put that up and you could see me get emotional over and over and over again about
every day. It's crazy. I just wanted to pull this up because I was checking on it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 24 different countries. We have backers from 24 different countries, including the top one is the United States, but I think the rest of the world has something to say about that. France, the UK, the Netherlands, Australia, Canada, Italy, Germany, Chile, Uruguay, and then it says 14 more countries. And I gotta like click in.
Miscellaneous.
You did math again.
Hungary, Israel, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Greece, the Czech Republic, Argentina, Finland, Mexico, Taiwan.
This is literally around the world. I have not seen these stats. This is
copies of this movie in 24 countries.
Love it.
It's so cool.
Wow.
I mean, you get emotional on every live stream.
Yeah, you're getting me. You're going to get me because that's not even something I thought of. I knew that there's going to be people from all over the place, but actually hearing all the countries laid out like that, wow.
Yeah, in most countries it's 1 or 2 people so far, but like there's 11 people from Italy and 17 Canadians and 14 Australians, 37 people from the UK in here.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. These are all people that watched Lost. Lost was a global phenomenon.
Yeah.
That sometimes we forget about because
I actually have a question here, Taylor. This might be putting you on the spot. But Mark Vibert says that he thinks his first perk when he's backed multiple perks, and his first one was 38, so close to 42. Now, is Mark in there one time? Will he be 38, or will we see him again on the wall as a different number?
Yeah, we talked about that. I think it's easier for us if you back any perk. The only people that don't get the thank you shout out, there's an option to just donate and you don't get any perk. And we've had a couple of people. It's like somebody's friend's cousin is like, I'll give you guys $5 because
my sister.
You seem like nice boys.
My sister.
Everyone else gets a thank you, and I think we talked about that. Emily's helping put all this together, and we could pull them out like when people do multiples, but I think they're just going to get their name multiple times on the wall. So cool. I think if you have multiple numbers, you will get multiple numbers. Because otherwise, we got to do more spreadsheets and figure more things out.
So
that's my guess, Mark, is that you'll be 38 and 226.
Maybe 108. Maybe who knows? Again, Joe. Just so everyone knows, Joe is in the middle of house hunting. She has real estate agents calling her, and she it's a pretty big market. So she'll bounce out in and out as we go along. So, but wait, did you said the number of backers we have, right? 400 and
I was just gonna check because it's 475, I think 476, one since we started. But
who was it? If you're in the chat, let us know.
Here, say hi. But there were more. I forget where to look for this. The back end of Indiegogo is a little bit complicated. 476. It's 476 people, but I think if somebody comes back and goes again, I don't know, because we have 480 contributions. Those might just be donations. Yeah. I'm not an expert at numbers as much as I said I could do math at the beginning of this.
Oh, you're doing better than I am. Kev asks, hello from France. How will the premiere of the documentary go? I am one of the 10 lucky VIPs. Make a stream. So, I mean, the premiere is in Los Angeles. It's mentioned on the perk. I believe those have gone. The VIP.
Yeah. Currently, the only way to get VIP tickets is the remaining executive producer $10,000 spots. Right. Everything else is gone. We had somebody who became an associate producer because they really wanted the VIP tickets.
Yeah.
And that was you get more than just the tickets, but
there's still regular tickets out there as well. If we're planning on in the Los Angeles area, we're not quite sure the venue just yet. We're a little more than a year out from the premiere, but we have some places in mind. And
it's going to be, it'll be as cool as we can possibly make it because Ralph and I are giant Lost fans, and we know what we would want at a Lost event. So, as much as we can't right now, because it's a year away, we can't promise, these cast members are going to be there, or this writer from the show is going to be there, or whatever. But we're going to do our best to make it amazing, because we're Lost fans, and this is our movie premiere. This is our big night, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
will there be someone in a polar bear costume? There will probably be someone in a polar bear costume.
Someone was asking if I was going to be at the premiere, and I'm like, I hope so. Like, if I'm not, something's gone terribly wrong.
Yeah, we've parted ways unamicably.
Oh, that's like best case scenario in my brain. Mine was about memory of my friend Ralph. I was like, no. I'll be there. And again, like, the question really was, how will I get to meet you? And it literally, like, I'll probably be wearing a nice suit, and I'll look like this, and you come up and say, hi, Ralph.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Ralph and I will intro the thing, and even the non-VIP tickets, there will be a Q&A after. Which is cool at movie premieres. I don't know if you guys have been to film festivals or movie screenings where the cast and crew are there doing a Q&A, but that's really fun because you get to watch a movie and then you get to say, hey guys, you messed up, you did it wrong, and here's what I think. Just like we all used to do at the Lost Comic-Con panels. Oh man, yeah.
And I'm fairly certain that there'll be a little something that Cancer Gets Lost will be auctioning off at the premiere, and 100% of the proceeds will be donated to a designated cancer charity, so everybody wins.
I love that. Okay. This is good news amazing. To us. But that's what we mean by it's going to be a Lost event, the likes of which hasn't happened in 13 to 20 years. Yeah. Because we're gonna really go big. And it will be, to the best of our ability, it will be right around that 20th anniversary date. We've only, I think, promised that it will be September of 2024. Right. I can only think of the reasons it wouldn't be the exact date is I don't know. Logistics. Or we plan something bigger on that day, so we do it the day before so people can go to both. It's the logistics would be the only reason it wouldn't be September 22nd. Right. Oh man.
And I'd take a gander, and this is a total guess, that ABC, because it's owned by a million companies now, including Disney, is not going to on that day have a special anything. So I think it's ours.
And it's going to be tough for them because we're going to get all the cast and crew to come to our thing.
Let's hope.
My only thing here's where my brain went. This is where my brain went, was that I know Michael Giacchino. I think it's on the Hawaii website. I don't know. Maybe doing more concerts. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn, but I know it was supposed to be on the Hawaii website. There was maybe possibly a Lost concert. I can't imagine Michael wanting to hit a certain date if he does a concert as well. I don't know where that would be, but I mean, I've seen it 3 times, but I don't think we would conflict with. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen as far as the date, but we are going to shoot towards that 22nd. Mark in the chat is correct. It is a Sunday next year, which would be lovely.
It's cheaper to rent places on Sundays.
It is. It is. But if we had to do like that Friday or that Saturday, if there's a way to make it a Lost weekend, because we know we have people flying in from, at this point, literally all over the world for the premiere. Like, people have bought tickets to the premiere from all over the world. And I say, amazing, more power to you. We're so excited to meet everybody. Like, though, the kind of people I want to meet at the premiere are the kind of people who want to fly across the world to watch this movie with us in the same room with all their Lost friends. That's because I didn't get to go to the Lost finale.
The Jay and Jack one at the Orpheum.
Yeah. I watched it with my roommate and my wife on my couch. Sadness.
I think of everybody that was crying during that event, you could probably hear me the most.
Or me.
Oh.
But the thing is, the same thing happens at Michael's concert.
Right. Oh my gosh.
The last one he did at the Ford Theater in Los Angeles, Joe, I saw you there. It was, you can't, just the music alone gets you.
I get goosebumps just thinking about it.
I can't even explain to you guys how great the music is that Michael gave us for our movie.
It's so good.
Joe, have I given it to you? Did I give it to you?
No, but I've listened. You've showed it. You've played it for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And were you there, Ralph? Was it the first time he was at the Ford when the wind knocked down the screen? The center screen was completely knocked out by a windstorm during the concert, so they just improvised.
Oh.
It was, I think, the first concert he did
that.
years ago. Yeah.
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 That's crazy. It was, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens on the 22nd. Because I feel like, I don't know if ABC will do anything on that date.
There's no way.
I'm thinking if anybody's going to do something, it's probably that dude.
Put it this way.
But we'll see.
In May of 2020, the 10-year anniversary of the finale, on the finale day, I was putting together for Cancer Gets Lost a fundraiser to help people during the pandemic, and branched out of cancer to help like food banks across the country. And I thought, oh, there's no way I'm going to get anybody because it's the anniversary. I got everyone said to me, responded, I have no plans. Why would I have plans that day? And I go, because it's the 10-year anniversary of your show ending. And they went, oh, it is? Okay. No one's contacted me. So I, got Emerson and Jorge and Jaquino and all these, and Emily DeRabin and all these nice people willing to talk about the show because we're not contractually obligated, A. B, they do it for free because they still love the show. And C, it's always nice when there is a fundraiser involved for giving back, but they would do it anyway. Like, they're such nice people, as you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's great. It does surprise me sometimes, when a big milestone comes up and like, when we're making this movie and we show up, like I thought for sure when we started calling the cast of Lost and say we're going to do a documentary, they'd be like, another one? This is the 5th one this year because the 20th anniversary is coming up.
Nothing.
And
as far as we know, as far as we know, we're the only ones out there. And I feel like we've made some pretty good relationships with a lot of people from the show that they would let us know, hey, just so you know, there's someone else doing something. There's
100%.
But which is good for us. It's good because we want to be like the definitive kind of.
We do.
Lost
documentary. But it cuts both ways because it's great that no one else is doing anything. But, until our Indiegogo started going really well, I was like, does that mean nobody cares? Like,
right.
These people, the people at the Disney company, the corporation that owns all of media, they know how to make a buck, right? So if they're sitting there going, should we do something about Lost? And then somebody does a little calculator and goes, nope.
Well, also right now, everything's so tenuous with the strikes.
Oh, yeah, but this was before that.
Oh, I know.
We started this a while ago and started poking around and going, hey, is anybody else doing something? And you start thinking, there's no way we're the only people who thought of this. Like, everyone knows it's the 20th anniversary, right? It's not just us.
I don't know.
Is it just hardcore Lost fans that even care? Like what happened to you on the 10-year anniversary of the finale? It's just
maybe.
Us. Yeah.
I mean, everything has changed because so many companies have combined and conglomerations and then the strikes. And I know it's a year from now, but there's so much that could happen between now and then. If anything, I feel like ABC, whatever entity it's going to be next year, last minute will scramble and go, oh, shoot, we should probably do something. Right. I think what's more likely is that a Comic-Con or an ATX TV festival in Austin will have the power to get some of the cast together, have a reunion or a mini reunion to talk about it. That's ideal. Who knows if they're going to be able to do it.
Right. Well, if that happens before September, we'll be there to film it and put
100%.
Like that's I mean, part of our plan. It's been hard to get people together. I mean, let's be honest, until the Indiegogo happened, we didn't have a budget at all, right? I was just pulling quarters out of my couch and trying to make a Lost movie. So now we might have a little bit more, sleeping on couches and children's bunk beds trying to make this movie. And now, what I'm really hopeful for and what, people keep asking, like, you hit your goal, why do you need more money? If we can get to the 108K, the 108 number that we're really trying to, then we start to be able to do things like throw an event and fly people in and get the cast reunion that everybody wants, or go, there's people in Hawaii that we want to go visit, that Hawaii is expensive. There are all these things that, on paper, you're like, oh, it would be cool if we could do this. It would be cool if we could do that. And then you check your indie filmmaker bank account and it says, nah, it wouldn't be that
Butterflies.
Cool. It says don't do that.
A moth flies out.
So, right now we're sitting comfortably sort of in that middle ground of like, we're going to finish the movie and we're going to be able to do some cool things. Right. Definitely make the premiere really cool, because that's, judging by the backers on the Indiegogo, that's what people are really excited about. Those VIP tickets sold out so fast.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's one of those things that is funny because up until 2 weeks ago, it hasn't felt it's felt like Taylor and I out there just talking to people.
Yeah, and sometimes jokes
with some. Yeah, and it's just been like it became more real. As soon as we launched the Indiegogo, we were nervous wrecks before launching. It was tough to get sleep. It was a lot to think about, and oh boy, the relief we felt. So yeah, we are sitting great right now.
We just got another donation, guys, coming in live. I think I can see who it is. I don't know how.
Yeah, if you're watching this and you just got a perk as we're talking,
you get double shout outs.
Yeah.
You still get the cave wall, but we'll shout you out now. Yeah, we just the last two. Oh, one of them while we've been on here was a VHS. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's so cool. I love it.
So yeah, Taylor and I are huge VHS fans. You can see his collection behind him. Mine I whittled down into like 100 as opposed to the 700 I used to have in this small corner of my 1-bedroom apartment.
That's too many.
And when it's a lot. It was a lot. It was bad.
I don't even know what this is. This is maybe only 200. It's 700 more.
Mikey said that was me in the chat.
Michael Vorst. I'm definitely saying that wrong. From the Netherlands.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, there you go, Mikey NL.
And hey, Caleb, I see you. Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. So what we're doing this week, we have lost art prints from Gallery of 1988. Taylor's going to go grab those. Graciously donated by Joe from Cancer Gets Lost. The proceeds aren't entirely going to the movie. Some of that will be going towards Cancer Gets Lost. You can probably go online and find them. Maybe
very rare. They're all numbered.
But yeah, these are hand signed and numbered by the artists. And these go, if you get them from us, they're going to help the movie, and more importantly, they're going to help Cancer Gets Lost. So if you're ever wanted one of those, consider getting it through our Indiegogo page. We're releasing one a day. Yesterday we released the Lost Live poster,
the Jack version. There. So there's 3 versions. That's the Jack version. So there's Jack, Sawyer, and Hurley, and that's the Jack.
Yeah.
Kevin Todd.
Yeah, and that artwork was used for the program of the Lost Live event at Royce Hall, which I sort of slipped into Taylor's duffel bag of lost things. Was my program,
which may end up in a mystery box.
I just sent you another one, dude.
Then one will end up in a mystery box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I'm packing up my house, I'm packing up CGL to move, and I'm like, oh, I have extras of this. Let me just put this aside for the documentary, because it's all part of the same family. Y'all are giving back, and you're giving back to the community, and it's just everyone wins. Yeah, I'm with Jacob. That's a cool one. That's also numbered.
This one's by oh my gosh, Mike Mitchell.
Yes.
Who did the I'm with Coco.
Coco one. That's so good. It's the same poster with Conan O'Brien.
Yeah, and he's signed and numbered that one as well.
I don't know how well you can see, but they're all signed and numbered.
And they're very thick screen print paper. They're very nice.
Yeah. These are really, really. You can hear it.
Yeah, good quality.
Emma says she needs to have something called my duffel bag of lost things. Yeah, Taylor. Taylor has just like just a thing. So if you've seen like the cover or the header artwork on our Twitter and the header artwork on our Indiegogo, you'll just see a pile of Lost stuff with the clapperboard in the middle. Took Taylor's bag of stuff, laid it out on my friend's counter that we were staying at, put the thing on there, took the picture, and that's everything that's in Taylor's
and I've been finding more. Like I found some more of these patches, and Joe sent one, but I have
just sent another one too
that are gonna go. Got everyone's favorite Xbox game that is amazing and fun to play.
So funny.
You know, somewhere I have a season 3 soundtrack signed by Michael Giacchino, but it's to Ralph. Does anybody, if there's any Ralph out there that has got a mystery box?
Yeah, I thought about throwing in, because we're trying to give away some of this autograph stuff, but so much of mine is to Taylor.
Right.
I'm like, there's no Taylors. Nobody wants a thing like a signed, from Jorge Garcia to Taylor.
But separately from the documentary, if people want signed, Cancer Gets Lost has a huge Lost auction next year around the same time as the documentary. And I have everything from tiny trading cards signed to photographs to posters to those rare bobbleheads. So there'll be lots of opportunities to bid on for a cause, some signed stuff in the next year's CGL auction. I have to get that in there.
Oh, yeah, that's where you go.
Is that the correct?
CancerGetsLost.org. Correct. Thank you. Yes.
Right.
So, best you can get from us is something, it's a mystery, right? It was from the mystery boxes and they're sold out. So if you still need your lost stuff, when Cancer Gets Lost, you know what you're going to get. You see it, you pick out the thing you want, and you outbid everybody else because it all goes to charity.
Exactly.
Ours doesn't go to charity. It goes to
making the film
to make this movie.
Absolutely.
Which is hard.
Taylor, Michael Clinton asks clarify if the Lost posters by Tyler Stout will be shipped this fall or fall 2024.
Yeah, so I think what we are going to do is ship all the posters because they all have to ship in tubes. It's all separate. So if you bought a poster or a package that comes with a poster, you might get your poster sooner. All the art prints we are going to ship out soon. Because as Joe knows, you need to make space in your home. And also, fun fact, everyone cares about these fun tax facts. But if we make money on Indiegogo this year, it's better to spend it this year on things like shipping because we pay tax on it, which is an annoying part of crowdfunding money. So we are going to try to ship the things we can. Obviously, we don't have – this is not real. We have to finish the movie first. We can't ship those until next year. But, these amazing prints, I think I put in there that we'd ship them November.
That's tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
The Not Penny's Boat one?
That's the Not Penny's Boat, yeah.
That one's real good. That one's real good. Do you know how many we have of those that are going to be showing up tomorrow?
Not many. Some of them we have more. We have a couple more of the I'm With Jacobs. This one, I think we have 6, right? So if you want this one, they launch at 8:15 in the morning. And
Pacific time.
When they're gone. Yeah. And should I show the 4th one? I got it right here.
Sure.
Go for it.
And there are more, but they ended up in mystery boxes because there was only 1 or 2 of the other ones. These are the ones we had enough of to.
That's so cool.
It's Jacob and the Man in Black. There are 2 sides. Yep.
Yeah. I think the official title is Jacob and the Man.
Yeah.
It's a funny title. This one is gorgeous. Like if you see it in person.
Yeah, the colors.
Just the way. And I found when I was looking up the info about this, the artist has a blog post showing like the painstaking, because it's silkscreen, they drew each layer individually, hand drawn, and it's stunning in person. My webcam is not.
And it's numbered as well.
Yeah, these are numbered out of 500. They're all different. I think the Jacob one is out of 815.
Yes.
One of them is out of 300.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
why I love you.
My wife was like, we can't keep them, right? Can we keep them? Can we just put these up in our house? I'm like, I might keep one of those Sun and Jin ones though. That one's
It is cool.
There's a question about the shirts. Wondered if the t-shirts can be shipped earlier too, so we can wear them at the premiere.
So that is a great question. Our goal. So anybody who got a package, like a Blu-ray and a t-shirt and a poster, and we're going to do the enamel pins and all the cool stuff that's in the package, which is very popular tier on here. We're going to try our best to ship that ahead of like you should be getting it right around the time of the premiere. We don't really want to send everybody DVDs before we've done our theatrical premiere, but it's once the movie's done, we start manufacturing that stuff. So it's really hard to guess because also lead times change. So like right now, if I say I want to order 100 Blu-rays, they say, great, that'll be 4 weeks. But if it's a popular time and a bunch of movies are in production, sometimes it's 8 weeks. And so we can't promise. And the problem with shipping the t-shirts separate by themselves is it's so much cheaper to put it in one box with everything all together. So if you ordered multiple things, unless it's a poster that comes in a tube, it's coming in one box. Yeah. So if you ordered just a t-shirt and a digital copy, you might get that t-shirt a little bit earlier because I'm not going to try to hoard everything. I want to ship it as soon as I can because as Joe knows, your house fills up with lost things. And so we're lucky we had a room in our garage. There's now a lost room in our house.
Yeah. I'm assigned one room in the house for that. I get one room as well. Because Ralph gets his room, we all get our room.
Yeah, I have a corner of a room.
You have a corner.
Like it stops right here, and all of this is my wife's side. So I just on the subject of shirts.
Yeah.
Now Taylor, let me know if you want me to show this or not. But I've been working on that shirt idea we were talking about. We had a production meeting, and I'm like, I have a shirt idea. And I think it's kind of dorky, but I think I kind of love it. And so Taylor hasn't seen the design yet. Should I show it? This is an in progress thing. So let me. I'm going to get
me and Joe's real reaction.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay, here we go.
I like it.
So. Yeah, so Taylor, I mean, I feel like that's pretty close to what we were looking for.
I feel like this has come up before, but is there no apostrophe?
I was just saying, I'm an English major. Can you add an apostrophe?
I'll make sure it's there. This was pulled directly from a screenshot of Dom's hand. Of course, he didn't write shirt, but I had a futz with some stuff. So the apostrophe must have gotten out of there. Unless there isn't an apostrophe.
Yeah, I was just about to check.
There is. Yeah, there probably.
I love the idea that he's dying underwater.
Oh, it's not there.
It still has grammar.
But it still has grammar. Yeah, it's there. It's faint.
Yeah.
If you
so the picture I'm using. Let me see because
it's weird. It's like it's not there in some.
Right.
Is it continuity?
ABC. Darn it! All these years later.
Is it continuity? Oh my gosh.
I'm sure that back when this episode aired, I also noticed the lack of it, even though I know he was dying with a Sharpie and water. But whatever. I'm just saying.
But it's there in some. Like if you look at screen grabs, it is definitely. But it's fainter than the rest, so it probably smudged off first.
Yeah.
I'll do it where it's added in. But
thank you from the grammar police. We appreciate it.
No, I think
a lot of it's not showing it there.
We'll sell more shirts if it has an apostrophe.
I agree.
No one wants bad grammar.
See, Bill, as Bill said, post-production apostrophe. Yeah, that's right, Bill. That's right.
It's VFX.
Sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, it's really. So in most, like I'm looking, because there's T-shirts. ABC sold T-shirts that say that's the hand that say "Not Penny's Boat." They don't have an apostrophe.
Rude.
And like the stickers that say "Not Penny's Boat," no apostrophe.
Let's be different and add one.
Well, but then there's others that do. Like,
yeah,
I'm saying in the show.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop in pop on Lost. I'm gonna watch that scene, which is gonna make me cry. Thanks for making me rewatch that episode. And then I'm gonna see how pronounced it is and what shots, and make sure, because here's the thing, this shirt is made for like diehard Lost fans. Only Lost fans are gonna get it,
right?
And Lost fans are known for noticing the details. so we'll see. Well, if there's an apostrophe, I'll add it. But if you can't see it, then I might have to leave it out. It's gonna be. I know.
It's interesting because Joe and I won't wear it, and we're half of your target audience. Okay,
I'll just get some white out and just put an apostrophe.
Here's a workaround. I know that everybody watching on
two variants.
It's like
two variants.
This is what we're here for.
Yeah,
you have the two variants. We can make people vote. No, here's what you can do. Do it your way, no apostrophe. But on the back, there's just a little mark, and it says Penny's apostrophe.
Or just an apostrophe, no notes.
Just
a white apostrophe, no notes.
Sitting there.
Or ABC forgot this.
Not Penny's apostrophe. That's my name.
And is there anywhere on the shirt, Ralph, that it would say like Getting Lost documentary, like on the back or a little logo on the bottom, just to be part of the shirt? Ralph?
I don't know.
If they need it. I mean, it costs more to do like a back print.
That's true.
Kind of in fundraising mode. But maybe down the line we can do more. Or it could.
Even those stickers you made are so cool.
What if you make I love like the no text version of our.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Cancer Gets Lost, where Lost lends itself to these text-free logos, and they're more fun. We all love the kind of t-shirt where you're wearing it and only the people in the know what it is.
Yes.
And they're like, oh man, that's so
like one of my favorite shirts I ever wore was a Ferris Aircraft shirt. Means nothing to anybody. Means a whole lot to Green Lantern fans. So it's one of those ones where you can be like really, really geeky in like out in the world and not get sort of poo-pooed by naysayers and jerks. So that's the shirt idea. I literally started today, so it's not the finished version, but I think we can get that sometime soon on the Indiegogo page. A lot of fun stuff. I think we're doing pretty good. We've been on it for about 42 minutes. Again, talking about Lost is so easy, and we can just blast through the time. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. Is there anything coming up, Taylor, that we want to talk about? Anything? It's like I can't really.
Oh, it's my birthday. You guys, listen. It's about to be my birthday. Saturday is my birthday. I'm turning 42.
No way.
Unless I do some kind of crazy exercise and diet plan, this is probably the last Lost number I'm going to see.
I'm telling you, the advances in medical technology.
108.
You can get
no, thank
you. To 108.
Yeah, that's too long.
That's too long.
But I'm turning 42 in the middle of our Lost campaign. And
nice.
If you are wondering what I want for my birthday, it's for people to go check out our Indiegogo. And if you were going to get me a present, which I'm sure you were, I'm sure my mom is watching, just contribute to the Indiegogo instead.
Taylor really likes VHS tapes.
I do like VHS tapes, but I'd rather you get this one.
Can we see the back of that? You never see the back of it. I'm kind of proud of the back of it. So it mimics the Blockbuster back, but it's the tear on the ticket is the island. That's taken from the shot of when it disappears, I believe.
Love it.
It's the one from the Mondo record. And
cool.
Nice. Taylor, you can celebrate Enter 77 when you get there. I'm just saying, it's not the same.
I sure can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I sure can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're almost to 77K. We could make that a milestone.
Enter 77.
That's what we got to do, Ralph. When we should.
We're only 6 away?
Yeah.
4 and something. We're at 72 something.
I might have sent you something, Saeed, which would be perfect for the little giveaway or a perk, rather.
There you go. Yeah, we could do a
last
Saeed
box
giveaway.
is on the way. Yeah.
Cool. I thought the boxes were done. But that's something fun we could do if we want to, set some milestones, and anybody gets, when we get to 77, maybe that's when the Not Penny shirt comes out, or, whoever gets us there will get this cool Saeed thing that, I don't know. And if you want to get us there now, there's some $10,000 producer perks.
Yeah. We'll see you
right now.
That was nuts. So I was in the middle of doing my Star Wars show at 7:30 in the morning, and Taylor sent me a text during it saying that one of the executive producer perks was out there. What episode was that? Because if people want to watch it, you can watch me in real time, get the news, and watch my face just like.
It's 2 weeks ago, so it's the last one before Ahsoka. It was
the Rebels episode.
The Rebels one, yeah.
Like if you watch like the last 5 minutes of the episode Rebels at liveactionstarwars.com, where we normally talk about live action Star Wars, but Rebels is so good that we had to talk about it, even though
it's live action now. Rebels.
Yeah,
do you like Ahsoka, Ralph?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know anything about it. I've never watched any animated, but I love the show.
Oh, cool.
Oh, perfect. Because I wondered, I have a friend who was like, should I watch all the shows? I'm like, you don't have to. There's things online that can catch you up. And also you can, but I love it. Yesterday's episode.
I haven't watched it
yet. It felt to me, I'm just saying, it's not going to matter to you.
Yeah.
It felt like an episode of Rebels.
Okay.
Yeah. Taylor, have you watched it yet?
Yeah, but it was a long production day yesterday, and I was pretty tired, and I need to watch it again before I can have a full opinion. It had a lot of space battles, I think.
Yeah, there's space battles.
That's my least favorite part of Star Wars. Fun fact. I love Star Wars. If you could see behind me in this room, it's all Star Wars. I have a life-size R2-D2 that I spent a year 3D printing and painting. I don't love when the spaceships shoot at the other spaceships. Real boring to me.
See, when I was a kid, I loved it. I used to draw X-Wings and TIE Fighters on.
Oh, I love the design of the spaceships, but I'm always just like, first of
all, Rogue One?
I know who's going to win.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
The same reason I don't like car chases, like Fast and the Furious movies. It's like, it's never a surprise. Tom Cruise always gets away at the end of the car chase. Every time.
Okay, you need to suspend your disbelief.
Here's a fun fact. So a lot of times, Taylor and I have spent our shooting schedule in LA, and I'm driving, and we're driving around LA. And this is the kind of conversations we have. If you're wondering what these two guys are like, while we're driving to go talk to Jorge Garcia, while we're driving to talk to MC Gainey, we're talking about, see, I love Star Wars. Yeah. I love Star Wars. It's always Lost talk, but then there's always Star Wars talk. I didn't know about Fast and Furious. I've seen all of those movies in the theater.
I've never seen one of them.
I mean, that's fine. You don't have to.
You know what you're missing.
I do.
You know what you're missing. Yeah.
I've seen what you came for.
I've seen Michelle Rodriguez in a tank top in every other movie and show, so I'm good.
I mean, I can't.
But have you seen her crash a submarine into a spaceship?
I've heard about that.
That's two different movies. That's Fast and Furious.
Different movie. I'm combining.
Yeah. The submarine one, I believe, is 7.
I think it's Lost. You're thinking of Lost.
And 9 was where they crashed into a satellite.
Someday I'll watch them all and then live stream my reactions or something, because I think it'd be really fun to just watch them.
I'm trying to think if there's, other than Michelle Rodriguez, if there's other Lost people, and there has to be.
There has to be.
It's
a lot of franchise.
Right.
Yeah, and Lost people. That's one of my favorite things about the Lost Facebook groups and the Reddits is when there's people just post screen caps whenever they see a lost person in something. Right. And it's always little young baby MC Gainey or the actor who played Christian Shepherd or somebody.
Well, Ahsoka, what's his name showed up? When, Kelvin showed up on he's in everything.
He's in Rebels. He played the same character that he voiced in Rebels, which is kind of nice.
Hey, look, John Bernstein's here. Hi, Bernstein.
Hey.
Bernard is in Painkillers on Netflix. Ooh, good to know, Bill. Okay. Karen's husband's is making her suffer through Fast and Furious. Good to know, Karen.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I will willingly watch them someday when I have time.
I was going to show you this, Ralph. You haven't really seen this. So, this is for the young people out there. This is called a newspaper. It is printed on paper. It's what the internet used to be.
Tell us where this newspaper is distributed, please.
This is a local weekly newspaper in Bend, Oregon. Used to be where I lived, and currently where some of the year Matthew Fox lives. That, I'm the local, is on the front. Inside,
this is indie filmmaking at its finest.
It's
absolutely
down what we care about, right? But Ralph was excited to have his photographs in print.
You're pro.
I think one of them, the one of you and Sonia Walger, which is just one of my favorite behind the scene pictures.
And then that's your hand.
So you're shooting.
I shot that.
Yeah.
But you're in. Yeah, I remember the day we interviewed Sonia. Right after you showed me this picture, and you were so excited because we're both smiling, laughing in the picture. Which, when you shoot behind the scenes, it's always like one person looks good and the other people look like they're not having a good time because we're deep in thought. But that picture of Sonia and I both laughing, like, it made me so happy in that moment because she's such a sweetheart, and it was such a fun interview. And then you're like, look what I got! Look what I got!
I mean, Ralph, you're a great photographer. The pictures that you guys took on the beach are insane in San Diego. Like, so good. Like, I want to frame them.
I mean, I can send you the originals. I could send you the one where there's I whispered a lot of people out. I could send you those. I'll email you those.
Good.
And so there's one more cool thing in this newspaper.
Oh my god,
that
this is so hilarious.
Got it. I don't have confirmation yet, but I asked several people to put one on Matthew Fox's doorstep. Not that he wouldn't see it anyway. He lives in the town. It's the only weekly paper. But the caption under those photos reads, blah, blah, blah. This is what the photos are on the set of blah, 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 blah. The only thing that will make this movie better is an appearance by Ben's own Matty Fox. Mr. Fox, if you're reading this, the island needs you.
Oh my gosh.
In print.
So that's something I found is like when you're trying to produce a movie and you're trying to get people, like, you'll try like any tactic, and Taylor came up with that, and I'm like, it's brilliant, but it's like the level at where we're at and how we've been doing things and getting to people.
Indie film. That's like, I don't know what we could do. Should we put up a billboard in, like, where Naveen Andrews lives? Like, what do we do?
He's just the hardest person to get to.
No, I know. I think we couldn't.
I don't know how many bounce back emails I got
from bounces back.
From possible agents,
but that's what
I've been trying for 13 years for Cancer Gets Lost. It's not even possible. Or Yoon-Jin Kim too.
Yeah,
we've got in touch with her agent.
Okay,
she's in Korea.
She's in Korea.
Yeah,
and we were trying to figure out a way to get around that, but I don't think that's going to work out. But
with Naveen, I think we figure out what street he drives down. We pay for a billboard with the Indiegogo money, and the billboard just says,
"I can stand with one of those signs."
Yeah,
with the sign says, "To me, you
cheaper.
are perfect."
It's cheaper.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So everybody has to understand this. When we do this Indiegogo, this is the production. Like, this is how we were trying to get this movie made, is doing these like kind of fun, really low budget tactics. And with your support and your help, you've made things a little bit easier on us to be able to, because I don't think you need to buy a billboard, but if we needed to buy a billboard, if we knew we needed to buy a billboard,
I thought getting a billboard would work, then
right?
Do it.
Everybody's given us the opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna be spending the money that way, but it definitely gives us a little more freedom to go sort of like outside the box and do bolder things. If there is an event that happens at South by Southwest or something, for some reason, it affords us to get there, because I don't have a friend's couch to sleep on in Austin. I do in Los Angeles, and so the LA shoots have been the budgets have been a little bit nice and
affordable. Yeah.
Shout out to Dylan.
Dylan.
He's just been like one of the unsung heroes in all of this because he gives us a place to sort of stay. And the first 2 shoots, I think, were pouring rain
in Los Angeles, which means the whole town was shut down.
Yeah. So yeah, it was it's been this production, everything that everybody's done for us behind the scenes with Joe, with her contributions, everybody who's contributed to the production, and then everybody who's contributed. Again, there are so many causes out there that are probably more worthy of your contributions. There's probably personal stuff in your life that's more worthy of your time and money. And so every single contribution that you give to us is it's felt. It really is felt. It makes me emotional every time I think about it. And if it's something that you can't contribute to, I've said this before on other podcasts, one of the best things you can do is tweet out, go on Facebook, share the link at gettinglostdoc.com.
Instagram, everywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere,
because chances are one of your friends is a fan of Lost and may not know about our movie. And
that's
maybe
the coolest thing. One thing that's happened just to me since we started doing this, that you share about this, you'll find out there's people that I've known for years that I didn't know were that into Lost, and they see you're doing this, or they see you post about a Lost documentary, and all of a sudden I'm talking about Lost with people I didn't know at the time, or maybe I met them in the last 10 years and we've been friends for 10 years, but Lost never came up because it wasn't on TV anymore. Yeah. So that's a really fun thing you can do, is like, take stock of who your friends are. Anyone you met since Lost ended and you've never talked about Lost with, ask them. This is a great opportunity.
And family too. I've discovered cousins who watch the show. I had no idea. Yeah.
So it's a great time to just bring up Lost for the first time ever with new people. I'm loving it. The guy who wrote that article in the paper, he's a friend of mine. You can't just do that. But he's in my last movie, in the Last Blockbuster. He's the local film critic for the paper. That's how we got it in there. I had no idea he was a giant Lost fan until we started. I was like, hey, can you write something for your paper? I think Matthew Fox might see it. And then we talked for hours about Lost and theories, and just like Ralph and I do, like Joe and I do. It's just so cool. So I think
I don't know anybody in Turkey or Istanbul. Somehow one of you guys tweeted something out and it got to them. So again, the best thing to do. Emma's in the chat. She has a podcast about Person of Interest, and she's been talking up our documentary and Lost.
I love that, going to Hawaii for her senior trip to the places Lost was filmed, and she told her friends they can come if they watch Lost.
But they agreed.
And they agreed. Yeah. Oh, twist their arm. Why don't you?
So new Lost fans are showing up
Welcome.
every day. And we can't thank you all, everybody, enough. And I think that's a good spot to take off. Again, at Getting Lost Doc, that's on all of our socials and TikTok and Twitter and or X, Facebook.
It's Twitter.
Else. I've been calling it Twixter because I think
just gonna always call it Twitter.
Twixter is it's a program for filmmaking that does fake slow motion out of real footage.
Yeah.
I've used Twixter before.
And also cancergetslost.org.
Yeah.
And Cancer Gets Lost on Instagram and on Twitter, because it's not X. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Terrific stuff. It was great catching up with you guys. I think I'm going to do another stream in a week. I don't know if either of you are available. If not, that's fine. I can find somebody or just do it.
I might go on from my phone from set. You can see we'll be shooting a horror movie, so you might have to. If there's no blood and guts that day, we'll go live.
Right. Sounds good. So thank you everybody for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and pop this banner off. I'm going to hit the ending thing, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, everybody. I can't thank you enough. All right. So I don't have a sign off other than I just want to say namaste.
See you in another life.
Yeah.
Brother, sister, all of us, all y'all.
Everybody. You all, everybody.